Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about the concept of how to write the code in the Visual Studio. That I will be giving a brief introduction how to execute the program in the Visual Studio. Okay, so we will check out. You have to check out how these steps would be running within the system. Okay, first mainly what is the concept is you should be having that Visual Studio software when in your systems. Okay, it takes lots of memory when you are installing the software within the system. It takes lots of time, and execution is said to be easier and simpler the programs. Okay, in this concept we will be learning how mainly your program executes in the software, but even it has another method to execute your programs. Only the console based applications are said to be run in the notepad also. You can run it how you have run maybe the Java files, same way you can run here also the C# file, but not form based or something like that. Only general programs can be run on the notepad. Okay, so let us check out the steps of how to execute the program. First, mainly the first step, what you have to do is you have to go to the mainly the first option where you have to go to start option and you have to start executing the software. Okay, start option, when you click, it will be coming up with various options. Okay, when you are set to be moving to that options, you have to click on to the mainly the all programs. Okay, where you have to click is in the concept in the software. You have in the beginning when you go to the start menu, in start menu you have the all programs menu. All programs, when you click, it will be showing with you with all the softwares which are said to be present in the systems. Okay, which and all softwares which are there in the system, it will be displayed here. You can see here various softwares are there. You have Acrobat Reader, you have the PPT presentation, Microsoft, you have the open browser, you have many other options, plus you have the Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, it may be any of the version. You can install that particular version with the system. You have 2005, you have 2010, 15, 16, 17 till now 19. Visual Studio 19 it has not much different, but only thing is that the features have more grown. Okay, that is the concept. So same step it will be there in all the versions. Okay, so when you go to the all programs, in all programs you have to go with the Microsoft Visual Studio, which is there within your system. After moving from that step, you have to go to the other part. In the Microsoft Visual Studio, you have various other options also. You have Visual Studio Tools, you have Microsoft Visual Studio. Directly you can go to the software. That option is there. You can see here this option, it will be present in the system. So you click on this option, automatically it moves to the software. Whichever part is there, it will be moving to that particular software. Okay, mainly remember in Microsoft Visual Studio an option is there like this. You have to move to that particular option. Okay, then after that, after clicking that particular option, you move on to a concept where you have the various options which are said to be present. When you move on to the Visual Studio 2017 or 19, whichever it will be showing up with all these options. One is clone. You can check out the code which is there already, which is said to be present, that you can check it out. Okay, you can open a project which is already done, or you can check the folder, in the folder which in all projects are said to be present, or you can create a new project. Okay, if you want to check, it will be present in the folder, or it will maybe in the open option where all the projects it will be displayed in front of you. Otherwise you have to create a new project within your software. Okay, so when we move on to new project, it will go to your main option to how to create the project. Otherwise, in the main aspect only, if you want to take another project, in a project, another project, within a project, another project. Here also, when you move to the software, you have the option here. You can see file, in file new, you have the project option. You can take that option and automatically it moves to that particular page, or directly it will be moving on to the page. You can see here it directly moves to this page. Means what? Here when it moves to this page, main aspect is that you have to check, you have to use the language, whichever language which is there in your system. There are 3 or 4 languages within the software. So it may be C#, it may be VB, it may be Perl, all those are said to be present in this particular framework. So since we are executing the programs in C#, you have to move to the option Visual C#. After that, since you are doing a simple program, only like it may be printing a message on the screen, then or it may be executing the other things. You all know the programs of palindrome, addition, everything, simple program. Those are not form based. so that it will be executed in the console application. So you have to choose that particular console application and you have to give name for that application. You have console application, demo application, whichever name you want you can give, and which folder you are storing, that it will be present here. Whichever location you may choose it or you may not choose it, it will be present in that particular folder. C drive, D drive, whichever drive it is there, it will be storing the program in that particular drive. Okay, after that you can see here in the solution explorer on the right side you may be seeing, or directly when you move to the solution explorer, it will be displaying the name of your project which you have given, and even automatically it will take first program, it will take it as program.cs. You may have in a single project you can execute multiple programs at a time. That I will be showing you in the future classes, but remember, in a single program you can execute multiple programs, and you can see here program.cs means all the C# files, it will be executed with the CS command. Okay, when you are running the programs in the command prompt, you have to give the command csc file name dot cs, whichever it is. Like that way you have to compile, and while running you have to give only the file name. Okay, that you have to give. Okay, when you are running the notepad programs, but here directly you can run it, you need not use that particular concept. And remember, each and every file which is there in the system, it will be stored in the C drive with the extension .cs. .cs means it has C#. Okay, so actually when you write a program, you can see here it will be in the solution explorer. After that, when you move on to the main aspect, in the programming aspect, you can check it out. You have to go to this option, it will be there. The sixth step, what you have to do is, you need not write all the code. Already these namespaces, it will be present in the system, you need not write it, and even namespace also directly it will come, and class program also it will be present automatically, it will be giving its name. You can change this class name. Okay, you cannot change, like in the beginning, since you have already named the namespace, once again you need not name it, but class name you can change it. Okay, after that you can see here static void main. That also it is said to be automatically coming into the system, you need not write. Only the code which is written by you is only this code, you have to write it within the system. So all these are said to be executed, and you are said to be like just only including the main part in the programming concept. You have to write only this much code, already this it will be present within the system. These and all already we have learned about the various namespaces which are there in the system. Main namespace, it will be there here. Class, program, each and everything you all know. What is a class? It's a collection of objects. So in that class, you are said to be giving the name for that particular class, and static void main string args is nothing but in the memory it will be reserving some space for your data. That is static void, you need not return any value. In the main aspect, you have the various strings which you are using in the argumented format, and you are just said to be printing the statement here, hello world. Only this much you are said to be considering in the program. Other aspects you will be learning in future, but only when you are said to be printing, you can see any of the printing statements, it will be in the format of console.write or console.writeLine. Write line is it moves to the next line, and another one is there, you can see here console.read key or console.read line. It's nothing but if you want your whatever lines are there, those it has to be, or the output screen it should be stand still, then you will be using this console.read key. Okay, in your programmatic concept, this is the main things which you will be including. Remember, you need not write all the code, only the small part of the code it will be written in the language. Okay, after that, after when you are said to be written the program, only thing is that you can see here, you have an option here, how to run the program is, you have the option here. Okay, start button, that it has to be clicked, and automatically it will run your program. You need not do much of it, you need not write the code also in the software. Directly you click on the start button, it will be running your program. If any errors are there, those errors it will be displayed here down on the screen. Otherwise no errors are there, then it will move to the output screen. You can see here the output screen, it will be in this format where it prints the output. You can see here the hello world statement, it is being printed. Same way you run all the other programs also. Main aspect is when an error is there, this output it will not be displayed, and here this screen, as I said, if you want the screen to be standstill, you have to use the console.readline or console.read key. Okay, remember that concept. And even the main aspect, when you have the errors, if any errors are there, remember after your program, whatever you have written, if any error is there in the programmatic concept, then all the errors it will be displayed down only, it will not be going somewhere else. It will be displayed on that screen only, on the down. Okay, so this is the part of how you execute the program. Main aspect is you use the software, in that software you do everything. Okay, other concept is that where you will be writing the program in the notepad and you have to execute the program. That I will be teaching in the next part of the session. Okay, so this much is enough. Okay, thank you.